Okay, guys, I've got some pretty interesting news about MAME in the latest version. First one, I did not create this. This is the official MAME Lightning logo that people put on their MAME cabinets. And my news will start in a sec, so here we go. We've got some new and improved games in MAME version 0.141. First up, Ketsui Kazuna Jugoku Tachi. Check it out. This is Next Shredder 1, aka Pete, reporting from one of the MAME nerve centres of the world here in Australia, and that's not because I live here. Actually, one of the main contributors to MAME, a guy who goes by the name of Guru, also lives in Australia, and he's the guy that receives all the PCB boards, arcade boards, and dumps them so that the MAME developers can turn them into games for us to play. Watch me go. This is Ketsui. This game was added in this latest version of MAME, and they've already got it working. The emulation is not perfect at this stage. So far, the driver status is imperfect. That's the Polygame master driver. Color emulation is good. Sound emulation is still imperfect. You kind of notice that after a while too, as I go through this first level. It's not too bad at the moment, but later on when I fight the boss, it gets a bit messed up. The sound, it gets a bit overdriven and stuff. And as you can see, this is what we call a bullet hell game or manic shooter style game. And being from Cave, that's only natural because they're the creators of Donpachi, which is one of the most famous bullet hell game series, of course, from the arcades, and also been ported to various systems. This is kind of like Donpachi with helicopters, you might say. And so much fun. It looks very difficult, but it's actually, for anyone who's never played a bullet hell game before, it's not as bad as it looks. No, I'm not playing as I talk. This is pre-recorded. Yeah, with these bullet hell style games, usually the hitbox is only in the cockpit of the craft. So you're basically trying to manoeuvre that little area between all the bullets.
Oh, this boss looks
and it's quite awesome. A lot of fun. Yeah. Interesting thing about this game is you have, as with Donpachi, you have two modes of fire, but this one gives you a lock-on. Like every time that colourful beam, when I hold down the fire button, yeah, that one there, that colourful beam sort of shoots out, and you can hear it go beep, beep, beep. That's locking on to a target, and then all the sidearms, little pods that float around me, will stay locked on to the target, so you can manoeuvre around, and boom, there goes the first boss.
See you, mate? You playing, Pete? That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's all me. I caned that level.
Pretty hectic
didn't
there.
Get touched.
This looks harder than what I remember of Donpachi, or Do Donpachi.
Alright, now here's the next big news, Denjin Makai. Now this game has been in MAME. This game got added to MAME in version 0.79, and that was a long time ago. That was like about in 2008. No, actually 2004. Sorry, it first got added, and ever since then it's had no sound. And all of a sudden, MAME 0.141, we finally have sound. Denjin Makai. When I was reading about a guy who when this game was actually in the arcades, that when it says Denjin Makai there in the title screen, the bass is so deep that it used to come over the top of all the other games in the arcade, and everyone would look around and go, "Wow, what's this game?" So this is the first game in the Denjin Makai series. A few people might be familiar with Guardians Denjin Makai 2, which is a kind of arcade sequel. There was another game on the SNES called Ghost Chase of Densai as well, part of the series. But yeah, finally we have sound in this game. so long after, 7 years, they finally emulated the sound in the latest version of the MAME, so
That's
so
awesome.
glorious. And
Good to know they're still doing stuff with MAME, you know.
Well, exactly, Flanky, because like I wrote about at MAME Addicts, one of the main developers of MAME, Hayes, David Hayward, recently posted about a MAME development dead end in his on his work page, and he was talking about how, like everyone's sort of sick of where the development is these days. All they ever seem to emulate these days is casino games like poker machines and slots and all that sort of crap, which most of us kind of guys don't give a damn about. And finally, I'm really so excited, that in this latest version of MAME, that we finally got some decent games to play and new games to get excited about.
You had to play that one online, didn't you, together?
Yeah. Well, as you can see, Dungeon Mackay is such a cool game. As you noticed at the start, there were 6 characters to choose from, and you've got different. It's not just you've got the standard human type characters. You've also got things like this robot, and it could be a robot fighting robot, monsters fighting monsters, and all kinds of crazy stuff.
This really looks so cool.
Of course, about Dungeon Mackay is it's awesome, man. So much fun. So many, here I am the monster character now. This is Zeldia. Really cool looking monster. There's a really funny scene in the game. Yeah, guys take off in the truck, jump on the truck, and then the guys chase after you on motorbikes.
Yeah,
pick up a gun and start blasting them. Very interesting gameplay. And also about the gameplay with Dungeon Mackay, you have it's not just your typical Final Fight style gameplay. There's some quite complicated moves that you can do, and you'll see it whenever you do the special move. It actually writes up flashes the name of the special move on the screen for you. It's kind of exciting. And he goes the wrestler.
Whoa,
this guy's so funny.
This has got some long legs.
Mountains. Yeah, the proportions weren't quite as good at this stage. This is the first game in the series. If you play Guardians, the proportions are much better, much more realistic, and heaps of wrestling moves though. This guy, he's Space Mountain all over the place. Space Mountain! And again, Space Mountain! Destroy those robots. Big wrestler.
The Japanese are always making fun about muscle guys, so
yeah.
So it's nice how they did him.
This is a really nice fight. You fight this ninja boss.
That character looks like Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Chick fighting.
Oh, really? Cool. She's got I didn't get a chance to show it in that little demo. Oh, okay, forget that. This is the Pearl, the jewel of Dodonpachi Daiyuju. This is the big excitement for me. That finally we have a new Dodonpachi game. This is the 4th episode of the Donpachi series. They still haven't emulated the 3rd one, B-Storm, yet, but that doesn't really matter because it was by IGS. This is by Cave, so that's what matters. And this game is just, I don't know, the Ketsui is good, but for some reason this game just excites me so much more. Because it's a proper Donpachi, you're not a helicopter, you're a proper airplane. I don't know why that would make so much difference, but for some reason it does. But wow, look at those graphics!
Yeah.
Heaven on earth! So here we have the classic Donpachi gameplay system, where you can rack up huge combos by hitting consecutive enemies. See how I get a hit counter there, 60 hits, 70 hits. It keeps building up as long as you can keep connecting enemy hits before that gauge empties. But this game added a new element where you also have a hyper item where it powers up your weapon even more, but you only get it I didn't get it in the first stage. You can sometimes get it in the first stage, but I didn't quite get it in this demo. But listen to that part of the music. That's one of the reasons I get so excited. The voice is going, Just makes me feel like I'm in some space age. Wow, yeah, it's like some Japanese girl is singing to me while I'm shooting all these.
Yeah, I love that kind
all
of
these
stuff
enemies
too.
off the screen. Yeah.
Beautiful music.
Yeah, and again we're in bullet hell, but this game is so intense. It just gets me so hyper activated. You know, like to play this.
Yeah, you can't blink really.
Trying to. Sorry, mate.
It's like you don't even have time to blink your eyes. Here you go.
Except for there when the boss comes. Other than that, no, you can't blink at all. You got to stay focused because you know there's waves. Well, look at the waves of bullets coming towards you. This is harder than Ketsui. I do cop one on the chin somewhere around here, but yeah. Like I said, it's not as hard as it looks because you do only have that very small hitbox of the actual cockpit of the plane. But see, mate, there goes the first boss. So yeah. Anyway, we'll just recap a bit on what I just showed. So we saw Ketsui Kizuna Jugoku Tachi from Cave. Tachi. 2002. So yeah, very nice game from Cave. Very similar to Donpachi. So if you've played Donpachi before, you won't have any hassles playing this game. Just as much fun and just as interesting.
I like that.
Just as intense. Dungeon Makai, finally with sound, thank God, after 7 years. You finally get to hear the sound. And still imperfect on the driver status, but good on colour emulation and sound emulation, so we can be grateful for that. There's still a bit of work to do, and then finally Dodonpachi Daiju, the most intense shoot 'em up I've played in a long time.
Yeah, it looks like Touhou, or however you pronounce it, that game that I played too.
Yeah, I like this much better though. It seems more sensible somehow. That game.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, dun.
Okay, you need version 0.
Need help
the
with
brand
May?
new version. Sorry,
Maymatics.com. Right, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed that bit of news about the latest excitement in the MAME world.
Very nice.